New games, significant price increases, major updates, new AAA VR Studio, and more. We have a lot to talk about today, but before that, do me a favor and check if you're subscribed to Nothing But Gaming. If you're not, then please take a second out of your day and hit that subscribe button to help us reach our monthly subscriber goal and to stay up to date with the latest PSVR2 news. Thank you so much to those that do it, and while you're at it, make sure you hit that like button as well. Your support is very much appreciated. Alright, let's talk PSVR2. Last Sunday, April 13th, and out of nowhere, Sony dropped a blog post letting us know that, hey, we're raising the price of the PS5 console, quote-unquote, in select markets in Europe, Middle East and Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. My god, Sony, you should have just said anywhere but the US. As you guys see, the PS5 Digital Edition now costs €4.99 in Europe and £4.29 in the UK, making it a tougher sell compared to the standard edition. On the flip side, the PS5 disk drive got a price decrease, so that's nice for those of you interested in buying physical games, and the price of the PS5 Pro remained unchanged, because yeah, it's already too expensive. So if you live in any of the aforementioned regions and you're looking to buy a PS5 console these days, I would strongly recommend you hold off for a couple of weeks. The summer sale is around the corner, guys, and you better believe these prices will go down. This goes for PlayStation Plus as well. Sony has raised the price of PS Plus in 15 Latin American countries, Canada, Australia, Southeast Asia, and I wouldn't be surprised if more regions join the list next week. So yeah, definitely wait for the summer sale.
Life, it can be a never-ending race. The demands, the pressures, they weigh us down.
One of the best VR pool games was shadow dropped on the PlayStation Store last Monday, April 14th. Because who the hell needs marketing these days? I'm talking about Black Hole Pool, a game that is developed and published by Pixelworks. You can buy it right now for $19.99 USD, £18.99, and if you live in Europe, then you gotta pay €23.99. And don't you dare ask why.
Because f*** you, that's why.
The game is reviewing extremely well on the Quest Store. I haven't played it myself, but people are saying the physics are great, the graphics are great, so it seems like a really good buy, especially if you have someone to play with. The Undead Citadel is getting ready to open its gate to PSVR2. Grab your sharpest sword and your trusty bow, enhance your warrior blood with magical potions, and let destruction fall upon them. It seems like Undead Citadel is getting closer to launch on PSVR2, and I'm happy to report that when it does, it should run at a native 90 frames per second, meaning it should be reprojection free. Teruyuki Toriyama. Does this name ring a bell for you? Probably not. But what if I tell you that this guy was a producer at Sony Japan Studio, and he worked on multiple beloved games such as Bloodborne, Demon's Souls, and Astrobot Rescue Mission? Well, now that I have your attention, allow me to share the good news. Toriyama is now working at a newly formed Japanese studio called Cyrus, and this studio will focus on quote-unquote the planning, development, and sales of digital games for consoles and PCs, as well as VR and AR titles. Speaking to Famitsu, Hideki Airi, and this is one of the higher-ups at the studio, stated that the plan is to turn Cyrus into a quote-unquote world-class development studio, and that it will start off working on high-end or mid-sized games for consoles and VR. He explained that the studio will be focused on releasing games internationally rather than focusing mainly on Japan. Quote-unquote, it is said that 80% of the VR market is English-speaking countries, and many of the titles that our staff, including Toriyama, have been involved with have been worldwide hits. He's definitely referring to Astrobot here. So I think it is not an impossible goal. So there you have it, guys. Amidst all the layoffs and studio closures, etc., we now have a newly formed studio with a lot of talent behind it, dedicated to making VR games. I'd say that's worth celebrating. Walltown Wonders is a cozy life sim where you build a charming town from the ground up, guide quirky characters with delightful quests, and customize every detail. This cute simulation game from developer Cyborn is now available to wishlist on the PlayStation Store with no official release window. Explore, build, and fall in love with your town like never before when Wall Town Wonders launches on PSVR2, only God knows when. Quarantine Studios have confirmed this week that their action-adventure sandbox game Deceptive Reality is officially making its way to PSVR2. They put out a tweet that says, quote-unquote, "It's official. Deceptive Reality is coming to PSVR later this year. We just got accepted into the PSVR dev program. This is happening." Now, whether or not this Deceptive Reality game turns out good, I'm just glad that we now have another developer supporting PSVR2.
Very valuable to them.
Destroy Vortex.
Vortex will know you're coming. I don't care. They have Aya.
Waves crash against my rowboat as I push forward. You may be thinking, how? How did I end up here?
Embark on a thrilling VR journey in Pirates VR Jolly Roger, where legends of lost treasure and cursed islands come to life. Stranded on a remote Caribbean island, you'll uncover dark secrets, face off against undead pirates, and fight your way through treacherous landscapes, all while guided by your trusty but sarcastic pirate companion. Developed and published by VR Kiwi, Pirates VR Jolly Roger is officially coming to PSVR2 next month on May 15th, and man, what an epic month ahead.
Squawks to warn me. It's time to uncover the truth.
Do you hear that? Sounds of classical music and an arrow rushing by. Burst your way through the enemies inhabiting on different game levels and come out a winner. Remember, all in your hands, a bow and a chance to survive. Described as super hot with a bow, Presentiment of Death is officially coming to PSVR2, but of course, no idea when. Before closing out this video, I want to let you guys know that the fitness app LesMills XR Bodycombat is getting a major update soon. This was reported on by Upload VR, and it says here, quote-unquote, "Developer Others Lab also announced that a major update is coming for the PlayStation VR2 edition. That will introduce 16 new workouts, 3 new workout environments, space stations, highlands, and volcano, a refreshed UI, alongside other quality of life changes. Notably, PSVR2 users will also be able to access the Power Strike DLC, with the remaining DLC packs arrival later down the line."
Wake up. I know you can. Open your eyes.
I also want to let you know that both Red Matter 1 and 2 are getting physical editions. Pre-orders start next Friday, April 25th on limitedOneGames.com for $34.99 USD for Red Matter 1 and $39.99 for Red Matter 2. You have until May 25th to place your pre-order if you're interested, and if you do, then you should know that your physical copy is estimated to ship in late September.
Why would they build a research facility way out here?
And finally, I want to inform you that the Underdogs Rampage mode is hitting PSVR2 next Thursday, April 24th. This will be an unlimited wave-based mode with online leaderboards, and you get to upgrade your mech each wave, so yeah. Definitely look forward to this if you play Underdogs on PSVR2. And that's all I have for you today, guys. Thank you for watching, and remember, for more PSVR2 news, reviews, and discussions, make sure you stick with MPG.
Damaged goods coming in. My props ahead. Bashed in good. See those? We put them gas tanks here. Laying it in there, bruv.